Off the Beaten Path. Off the Beaten Path. Brand new country. And we're not talking that top 40 crap either. This is where you can hear great singers and songwriters, and they just don't have the backing when it comes to labels. Guest interviews and everything from pop country to bluegrass and folk to hip hop. This is Off the Beaten Path.
Off the Beaten Path podcast with me, Ben Merritt. We are back, and it's one of our pseudo-traditional shows that I'm going to make a little bit more regular here on the show. Off the Beaten Path podcast in our last season or so started doing some live shows. We just started recording live bands, basically. And instead of giving you a wide variety of some of the stuff that's out there, I tend to just focus on the one band. And this week, I had the great privilege around the holiday season to chat with and record a great show from a great band out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. We sit down with one of the members later on, about halfway through the show. But for now, just sit back and enjoy. This is the Last Revel here on Off the Beaten Path podcast with me, Ben Merritt.
I went out for a walk last night, met with old Wild Bill Jones. He was walking, he was talking with that woman that I loved. I begged him for to leave her alone.
Said, young man, I'm 22, too over to be controlled. So I pulled that revolver from my side and I threw up a poor boy's soul. So pass that long neck bottle around, we'll all go on astray. The day saw the last of a Wild Bill Jones, and tomorrow be the last of me. Well, he rambled and he scrambled on the ground and laid out one final moan. Yeah, he looked into the eyes of the woman I loved and said, girl, won't you take me home? The train on the aisle is calling my name. Woman that I love, she let me down. And buried right next to that Wild Bill Jones, my lover 6 feet in the ground. So pass that long neck bottle around, we'll all go on astray. Today saw the last of a Wild Bill Jones, and tomorrow be the last of me. Pass that, we'll all go on a spray. Today saw the last of Wild Bill Jones, and tomorrow be the last of me.
All right, how's the Minocqua Brewing Company doing tonight? Thank y'all for being here for the Last Revel from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I love when it's sunny on a Sunday. I hate when it's dreary in the morning. I've got a few bucks, baby, but I'm not loaded. It keeps alive easy. Hey, no need to worry. Said I'll go
Well, that baptized Appalachian man runs us to a insane day, holding up that mason jar and waiting for the day to end. Well, it seems he's gone too damn to revive, but he's gone low. Dressed in purple and the day is moaning slow and gray, holding up that mason jar, teeth to right
driving on that long main line. I'm just wasting time. They tell me there's more than just being. Got no reason to believe that the night don't feel like it used to. So I'm just trying to get used to this light in my eyes. Thank you. Vinny Donatelli on the fiddle over there.
Ryan Edgar on the banjo.
Give me a reason to believe you. So give me a sign. Girl, what's on your mind? 'Cause I'm poor, sharp prime, but I still don't know why. You hurt inside, or maybe you don't. But how am I supposed to know? I'm way down, I'm way down. I'm way down, I'm way down. Well, she said, don't bother bothering me at all. I'm a doing just fine. Just pay me no mind. But I can't see it and let this linger on. Maybe I'm wrong, but I've been waiting so long, and I'm wearing down, I'm wearing down. I'm wearing down, wearing down. My bad. Give me a reason to believe you. So give me a sign. Girl, what's on your mind? 'Cause I'm wearing down, I'm wearing down. Yeah, I'm wearing down, I'm wearing down. I'm wearing down, I'm wearing down. I'm wearing down, I'm wearing down. I'm wearing down, I'm wearing down.
Thank you, guys. Can we try some new songs out on y'all? We've been working on some new songs pretty hard, so we're going to give you some new ones here. It's a good crowd to play some new songs for, I think. This song's called Two Lives. lonely, only wanna come home and sit by your side. Tell me we've got enough time to live two lives. Lonely, only wanna come home and sit by your side. Tell me we've got enough time to live two lives. Yeah. Live two lives at a time. Well, in the summertime, when the weather is fine, you can reach right up and you can touch the sky. In the summertime, you got women on your mind. You're always happy to just go out and see what you can find. Well, if a daddy's rich, you take her out for a meal, and if a daddy's poor, know to do what you feel in the summertime. Go out and give it, I know you are. You're always happy to just go out and play it on a field, little banjo. In the summertime, when the weather is fine, you can reach right up and you can touch the sky. In the summertime, you got women on your mind. You're always happy to just go out and see what you can find. If a daddy's rich, take her out for a meal. And if a daddy's poor, know to do what you feel in the summertime. Get behind the wheel. You're always happy to just go out and play it on the field. Kazoo. You're always happy, like the do. Well, in the summertime, when the weather is fine,
You can reach right up and you can touch the sky in the summertime. You got women on your mind, yeah. You're always happy to just go out and see what you can find. La da da, da 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 da. You're always happy, like the do 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 do.
Thank you, guys.
Off the Beaten Path with me, Ben Merritt, and you've been listening to some of the coolest bluegrass music that I've heard in a long time. I've been to the Minocqua Brewing Company a few times in Minocqua, Wisconsin. I appreciate them allowing me to go up there and record. I was blown away by these guys. This is a lot of fun, a great show, good crowd, always a good time at NBC, but this band definitely set themselves apart. The Last Revel from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I got Ryan on the line. Ryan, how are you, sir?
I'm doing pretty good, Ben. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing fantastic. Hopefully I didn't blow your head up too much by saying all that stuff.
No, it's great, man. It's good to hear. We definitely love playing at Minocqua Brewing Company, so last Saturday was definitely a highlight for us as far as playing there. So
yeah, absolutely. When I got in to record you guys, it was literally the day after Christmas, so there was a lot of people that were looking forward to getting out, having a good time, and getting away from family is the big thing.
Yeah, blowing off some steam, us included too. So
oh well, yeah. I think you and I talked about. Well, I won't bring up your family. Anyway, Ryan is it's funny to say that, you're a multi-talented guy because everybody in the band is multi-talented. I was looking at the website and watching you guys on stage. I think the least amount of instruments that either one of you can play is like 3 or 4. You can all play like 3 or 4 different instruments. That's amazing.
yeah, we like to mix it up, and it's great because when we get to switch instruments and everybody tries something different, it's like the band kind of takes a different form a little bit, and the lead instrument kind of changes hands, and it's like it produces different songs. So it's whenever we're looking to like freshen it up and try something new, it's like, well, let's just switch it up for a little bit and see what happens. So
yeah,
it's really fun to be in a band with 2 other really talented guys, and it just keeps everything really motivating, and it's like we challenge each other, and it's also it's a lot of fun too.
Well, it's a lot of fun for the crowd to watch too because it kind of keeps you guessing. On the regular basis, Lee, the guy who stands in the middle of the group, I'm not going to say frontman because you all do singing, you all play so many instruments, but Lee, the guy who stands in the middle, he can be playing the kazoo or the harmonica, the guitar or the banjo, and he's stomping on the bass drum as well at his feet. So it's kind of, it's a fun thing to watch as well.
Yeah, well, that's good to hear, yeah, for sure. I mean, we definitely, as far as like the kick drum goes, we were looking for something, just one other element to kind of add, so it just wasn't a trio. And the kick drum came around, and Lee was actually really good at it right away. So we just kind of ran with it, and now it's to the point where it's like Lee feels weird not to be playing the kick drum. So it's like it's such a habit for him now that it's just ingrained into our band system.
Well, and I'm going to go ahead and put it on pardon the pun, but I'm going to put it on par with Charlie Parr, who's got his little stomp box. Yeah, he's got his stomp box that he plays for every song, and I feel like if he doesn't have that thing, he feels a little naked almost.
Yeah, I've seen him once in a while when he doesn't use it, and it's a little bizarre.
His foot's still tapping, but you just can't hear anything, so.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
We definitely drew a lot of influences from Charlie when we were kind of forming up, and, that thump on the floor, really gets people, it grabs their attention right away. So
definitely.
We learned from Charlie right away, like, okay, we got to try to work this into the system.
Well, that's why most popular music even has like a heavy bass line because it's that rhythmic section that kind of blows, everybody out of their seats a little bit sometimes.
Right, gets people moving.
Yeah, exactly. It's got a beat. I can dance to it. That's an old saying, bud. And bringing it back to Charlie, not because, we're big fans of him here at the show, but the Midwest. And I've talked to other bluegrass bands about this, too, and I kind of want to pick your brain about it.
Yeah, for sure.
The Midwest is not the traditional home of bluegrass, like the Appalachian Mountains and things like that, like West Virginia. That's the traditional home of, like, bluegrass. But I've noticed that they're two different styles of like bluegrass and folk kind of music, because up here, you know, it's a little more, I don't know, I don't want to say downer, you know, a little more sad, a little more hectic, I guess, where, you know, Charlie Parr's known for the murder ballads and stuff like that,
Right.
like the real slow, drawn-out stuff. But I feel like Midwest, Northern, Wisconsin, Minnesota, you know, kind of bluegrass has a different feel than the stuff that you'd find down in the Appalachian area.
Yeah, you know, I totally agree. It's unique how the Midwest is kind of having their own little sub-bluegrass genre kind of form.
Right.
And it's you know, it's gaining popularity around the country and around the world and stuff. And you know, I think it stems back to just having more of like more of an emphasis on songwriting rather than an emphasis on how the traditional songs sound and how the instrumentation is. And so, you know, that stuff is still on the forefront for bluegrass bands and folk bands around the Midwest. But, you know, like example, like Charlie Parr and like Trampled by Turtles and, you know, Pertney Sandstone and all these guys, like they hang their hats on writing good songs. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying that other bluegrass bands around the country don't do that, but it's definitely a shining star for the upper Midwest, in my opinion. And yeah, you know, it's like, you know, sometimes the subject matter gets a little sad and down, but you know, in my opinion, that reflects, you know, that just reflects our humble personalities around the Midwest, you know.
Well, yeah, I mean, we go through some of the harshest winters up here, you know. I mean, the only places in the world that have harsher winters is like Canada and Siberia, you know. I mean,
yeah, like Russia and stuff. Yeah.
Right. So it I guess it kind of plays into that, you know. Down in the West Virginias and the Virginias and all that, it's a little more upbeat and a little more fun because, well, it's a little more summer down there, I think. So
yeah.
Not to say not to say that that's not a thing, but I'm just saying it's you know, one way of looking at it, I guess.
Yeah, it's definitely an element to it for sure. Like the season changes affect an artist in any form. You know what I mean? So. Well,
we started this conversation off with saying, "Hey, now that the snow's here, maybe you can write a song or two." So.
I know, right? I am feeling a little bit more in the songwriting form since it started snowing.
See?
All that brown weather has just got me down, man.
See, a lot of people in like the South, down in like Alabama, Florida, Texas, all that stuff, they see the white and they're like, "Oh God, that's so terrible." We see the white and we're like, "Heck yeah, man, let's do it."
Yeah, it's refreshing, man. It's you know, it's the change. It's inevitable, you know.
There you go.
It's just a sign of it.
Now that I've completely alienated everybody that's south of Tennessee.
Yeah, all your fans south of Tennessee probably hate you right now.
Yeah, sorry guys, all four of you. Anyway, Ryan, we're going to take a break by listening to some of the music. We're going to take a listen. Or no, excuse me. I'm an idiot. All right, I just put an edit point in. We're not in the interview part right now. I just realized that I'm an idiot. We're doing a live show, so therefore we're just going to keep talking, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm an idiot. Pay no attention to me.
Got it.
All right, so now we're going to go into the Pimp Yourself portion of the show where basically you just give us all your stuff and talk about the albums, and then we'll get back into the music, all right?
Okay, yeah.
All right. This is normally what that song break is for, and I totally wrote down all my notes improperly, and I was like, oh, yeah, we're going to do this. And I was like, oh, no, we're doing a live show. I'm stupid.
Nah, it's all good. We got it.
All right. Here we go. And in 3, 2, 1. All right. We got Ryan from the Last Revel here on Off the Beaten Path. And Ryan, it's been great chatting with you, but I know it's almost time for us to get back into the music. So let's just do the stuff where, like, your promoters are going to be happy and your people who run your website and you guys are just going to be happy because I want you to pimp yourself. Tell us how people can follow you along on social medias, Facebook, Twitter, Bandcamp. I know that you guys, the live album that you guys did in the UP of Michigan, that's available on Bandcamp, right?
It is, and yeah, that one's for free. But yeah, if you go to our website, that's kind of the main hub of the whole thing. So it's thelastrevel.com, and Revel is REVEL.com. And from there, you can find all of our music and our tour dates and all of our social media. So we're on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all those good routes. And yeah, you know, we got some great YouTube videos as well. And you know, we're pretty heavy on the social media stuff. It's just a great way for us to stay connected and, you know, reach out to new fans and it's fun too, just to have that kind of human element to the band. It's not always just about the shows, and it's not always about the albums and stuff like that. It's like we're just real people, and we have real lives, and it's nice to kind of have that element of who we are shine through in our social media, I guess.
Yeah, social media and YouTube and stuff like that is definitely a great way for an up-and-coming band that's living on a budget specifically to help to spread their own word, to be active in growing their own audience. And eventually,
yeah, absolutely.
Eventually the audience will get big enough where they start spreading the word. So that's...
Right, for sure.
Yeah. Now, Ryan, you guys basically live in a recording studio. Is that right?
Sometimes I like to think so.
Well,
sometimes I like to think so. No, but
I
wish we did.
I say that because you've got 4 albums out in like a year and a half's time.
Yeah, we've been pretty quick at it. That's for sure. Well, 2 of them are EPs, so those were pretty quick.
Okay, so 3 albums out in a year and a half's time.
Yeah. So yeah, we did the first EP at McNally Smith Studios in St. Paul. A couple years ago, and that was great because it was one of our friends' student project. So we got to get some free studio time, and we went in there. And that was when the band was just first kind of starting out. So we were just trying some songs out and everything, but it worked out to be a decent EP. And then we've had 2 full-length albums out in about 13 months from each other, which has been really great. We were just kind of on a roll, and we figured if you got the songs, let's just keep pumping them out. It's like these today. In today's music world, it's like sometimes you don't find a great band until they're 4 or 5 albums in.
Right.
So we figured let's just get those 4 or 5 albums out right away. Get straight to the point, I guess. But no, it's really fun for us we feel like every recording project, and we evolve as musicians, the songs evolve, and we kind of try new things, and it's really fun. It's a really fun experimental process for us. So, we're always excited. We're always got our eyes on the next one, and we're always working towards that next thing because the shows are fun and the traveling is fun, but the fundamental element we really love as a trio together as friends is that we really love writing songs.
Yeah,
so that's always going to be the game.
Well, it's been a subject that we've talked about a couple of times in the last 10 or 15 minutes that we've been on the phone. The songwriting is important to you guys, which means that every song is important to you guys. There's no song that you're just taking off, even listening to your sets, even the covers that you guys pick are specific to what, the vibe of the band is, I think.
Yeah, for sure. We definitely, it definitely fits into a certain kind of direction, even like the traditional songs and the cover songs we choose, it's we kind of put our own little spin on it, and if it doesn't sound like us, we don't want to necessarily play it. And that's where going into the studio and trying new stuff, what sounds like you evolves and changes. So it's the more we go and record and write, then your color palette is so much more varied, That's kind of how we've been looking at it lately.
That's a great way to look at it, definitely. So, well, Ryan, I really appreciate your guys' time and letting me come out to Minocqua Brewing Company to record the show. And I know that more often than not, whenever you guys are in my area, and that includes a 2-hour drive, I'll make the drive to come out and see you guys, all right?
Well, right on, man. Yeah, it was a really fun night, and it's been fun chatting with you on the interview and stuff. I really appreciate this.
Most definitely. And you guys do travel. I think I saw a Tennessee date coming up soon or something, right?
Not for Tennessee, no. We have some dates in Colorado and Montana this spring, and then we also have a week around Upper Peninsula, Michigan, and northern Wisconsin in March.
Okay.
We're doing the Mountaintop Music Festival at Indian Head Mountain in Wakefield, Michigan. So that's the highlight of that trip for us.
You were trying to convince me to go to that, and I don't think you needed to convince me too bad. It's just I got to hope that it fits into my schedule. So
yeah, it's a solid lineup. You won't be disappointed, that's for sure.
That's right. So, well, Ryan, again, I appreciate you guys have a good time and good luck. And again, like I said, I'll be seeing you guys around the Northwoods of Wisconsin and hopefully for years to come.
Yeah, right on. Well, thanks, Ben. I appreciate it.
All right. Ryan, there you go from Last Revel. Well, enough of us yapping. Let's get back to it, shall we? It's again, thanks to Minocqua Brewing Company for letting me come out and for hosting the Last Revel. It's Off the Beaten Path with me, Ben Merritt.
Here's a song off our new album. This song is called No Compromise for y'all.
Johnny was a fine young man. There was a weight around in the pen. Well, the day he got out wasn't a surprise. He tossed me out some bread and then he died. Johnny was an average man. They didn't care much for things. Spent most of his time just staying at cars and laughing at the things they would say. Johnny, oh Johnny, yeah, looks like you hit self-error. It's hard to live a life with no compromise, but that seems to be what you have done.
What you have
done. What you have done. Just run from the life that you see. Born with pride for every man, his brothers, his sisters, and thieves. Fifth of May, he joined the line, all for the ones that he loved. He got pegged with telling off some cops, and that's the damn way to go get shot. Johnny, oh Johnny, yeah, looks like you hit self-error. Hard to live a life with no compromise, but that seems to be what you have done. What you have done. What you have done. They tossed him off a bridge and then he died. Thank you.
Dressed to her knees, cold water melt from the snow. Awake in the night, the silence like freedom. We've been through it, no one can know. The leaves on the trees, they were cursing at me. How could she love you anymore? Lyrically gifted but cleverly twisted, a hammer we ripped through the floor. Ripped through the floor like iron and ore. This isn't a war, it's already won. Country minds, they take what was given and cleave from the natural land, hidden agendas have made the decision. Not that North Country man. The letter she sent, it was written in pen. Between the lines there was more. Selflessly giving, maliciously giving. A hammer it ripped through the floor. Ripped through the floor like iron and ore. This isn't a war, it's already won. Through the floor like iron and ore. This isn't a war, it's already won. Rip through the floor like iron and ore. This isn't a war, it's you letting go. Rip through the floor like iron and ore. Thank you. I want to personally thank a lot of people for coming. I don't know if she'll be embarrassed or not, but my babysitter is here. And I'm very excited about that. I still have a babysitter. You don't know what you're missing, I promise. No, she can't let me be. No, she can't let me be. I am all out of breath, but still she tortures me. Said I've got the screaming blood. Said I got screaming blood. I'ma scream all day till my baby treats me wrong.
know, I gotta say, what a great little brewery this is. Cheers, everybody, for supporting something so cool in the middle of North Woods, Wisconsin. You gotta love it, right? Thanks, Minocqua, for having us. This song's called Lead Me Home.
I've got a woman and she's got me, but I don't believe that she loves me at all. I've got a place to rest my bones where I sleep at night, but I would not call it home. No, no.
I ain't settling now.
I drink whiskey and I'll sip wine, but I don't believe that it leaves my world mine.
I've got a feeling in my bones that this rambling will lead me to my home.
It will lead me to my home, crossing rivers all alone. I'll go down that lonesome road, 'cause it will lead me to my home. It will lead me to my home, crossing rivers all alone. I'll go down there to my home, 'cause it will lead me to my home.
So there you have it. That's the Last Revel coming to us out of the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Great band, amazing musicianship, and just an awesome, awesome show to check out. And that 40-plus minutes that you just listened to was only like roughly a third of what I recorded that night. So who knows? Maybe we'll hear from the Last Revel again later on down the line. I'm going to make these live shows a little bit more regular here this year. We're going to do at least one a month, probably towards the end of the month, such as we're doing right now for the month of February. So, but again, thank you to the Last Revel. It was great opportunity to get to hang out with those guys and get to hear what they're all about coming out of Minneapolis and their bluegrass movement. Next week's very special guest is the couple Dave and Whitney. They're a duo, but they're also a couple. Does that make sense? I hope so. We'll talk to them about all of their history, again, in music and out of music, coming up next week here on Off the Beaten Path podcast with me, Ben Merritt. Have yourself a great one. Make sure that you check out some great local bands from around your area and get in touch with me. Tell me how they are and, how to get in touch with them as well. OTBPpodcast.com is the email or the website. OTBPpodcast@gmail.com is the email. There you go. I didn't do much talking this episode, so I'm a little flustered. OTBP Podcast on all social medias, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And definitely get in touch. Make sure that you let me know what you think of The Last Revel. Thanks to those guys. And like I said, next week, Dave and Whitney. Have yourself a great week. Talk to you again next week here on Off the Beaten Path with me, Ben Merritt. Bye.